And on the phone, we welcome every fortnight, we welcome Sergeant Rob Irvine from New Zealand Police from the Hurunui district. Good morning, Rob. How are you?
Morning, Steph. Well, thanks.
Now, I thought we could start off with, there's been a lot of sort of burglaries or break-in entries. It seems to be in and around the district at the moment. How are you travelling with that? Have you managed to find anyone?
Yeah, we have. We've had a bit of a breakthrough with a prolific offender that's been offending right across the Canterbury district, really. A 39-year-old man was arrested late last week and is in custody facing up to 30 or more charges of burglary and dishonesty offending, which is nice to have him where he belongs, behind bars. So that's thanks to the information we get from the public, as well as some good work, good old-fashioned police work as well, and some newer technology as well with cameras and things. So it's all come together and got this bloke behind bars.
That is fantastic news, and a job very well done to all those who took part in trying to get rid of this prolific burglar off our streets and away from our farms as well too. Just staying with that though, Rob, what are some of the things that we could be doing just to help keep ourselves safe, and is there any tips that you can give us around that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I keep on banging on about lock it or lose it. It's a pretty simple phrase and simple thing to do. Just make sure you've locked your vehicles, locked your house when you're going away, and the other security measures. Don't leave valuables in sight. Lock your farm sheds, take your keys out of your motorbike. Those things that I think rural people become a little bit blasé about, and it will help prevent your property going missing.
Exactly, and even if you're going, because some of these farms are quite large, even if you're going up the paddock and over the hill, still make sure that you lock stuff and lock your house and things like that, because you're in quite a remote areas for a lot of these people. Absolutely,
yeah. It is difficult at times, I know, and the other thing, I guess, is just to be very aware of who's around the area. If there's any suspicious vehicles or people, just take note of those. And if you can grab a photo on your phone, or if you've got access to CCTV cameras or thinking about putting them in, the cost of those has come down dramatically and the quality's gone right up. So those are well worth considering. And we've got a good network of crime cameras operating in the Hurunui as well, which all adds to the big picture when we can put it all together.
I think that's right. It's good to have those resources available, as you're saying, a fantastic resource to have a security camera, if you can grab one and put one sort of near your house. This month you're focusing on what as part of the New Zealand Police. Is it driving an impairment, driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
That's right. Yes, impairments are focus this month. Anywhere, any place, any time, you could be stopped and breath tested. So don't drink and drive. Ride, stay where you're staying, partying for the night, or be responsible and just plan ahead.
And also it comes down to the host as well too. Like if you're going to friends for a barbecue, choose who's going to be drinking and who's going to be driving before you start. I would imagine doing that.
Correct, yeah, and make sure you have some food too. Just remember, if you have been drinking and stay the night wherever you are, it could be over the limit still in the morning. So be very aware of that. People don't sometimes think about that. So make sure you've had a good breakfast and plenty of sleep. And if you don't feel right to drive, don't stay longer or get someone else to drive.
That's a really good point, because I think people think they have a wee bit of a sleep and then the next morning they'll be fine, and they might have only had 4 hours sleep. So essentially they are still under the influence, I guess I'd imagine at that point. Is there a general guideline that we can go by if we do decide to go out and have a drink? Is it sort of one drink? I mean, how will we know what our limit might be when we'd be over the limit? Is like one and a half standard drinks for a female, or?
Yeah, with the new law, it varies considerably with body weight, what you've been doing for the day, how you're feeling, what you're drinking, what you're eating. There's so many variables that it's probably safer not to drink or just only have one. But yeah, the limit's coming down. It has changed and it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, just safer to stay the night and have a good night and not have to worry about driving home at all, because you shouldn't be driving under the influence at all. Hey, thank you so much. That's Sergeant Rob Irvine from the New Zealand Police. We'll catch you back in a fortnight's time.
Compass FM.